To fulfill her unfulfilled desires, a beautiful village girl, Maya, gets entangled in a dangerous, illicit affair. Leaving behind her ailing husband, she slowly sinks into the darkness of forbidden love. But it doesn't end there. Two more men enter her life. On one side, a lover from the city, and on the other, Shimu, a village rogue whose eyes are always secretly fixed on Maya. The ultimate outcome of this complex relationship is so shocking that it will leave you astonished. So friends, today's movie is strictly for adults. Children should stop reading here. But for those who love to dive into stories of mystery, romance, and betrayal, let's begin. The story begins in a picturesque mountain village. Amid the serene beauty of nature lives Maya. The village is so enchanting that outsiders often visit as tourists. On one such day, two tourists arrive, one boy and one girl. Maya notices them from a distance. In the morning, as usual, Maya finishes her household chores and begins her prayers. During her prayer, Shimu, the village troublemaker, whose eyes are always filled with a dirty desire to possess Maya, shows up, but Maya pays him no attention. Later, Maya goes to the riverside to wash clothes. That's when the two tourists arrive. They ask her for directions to the Black Mountain path. Maya shows them the way, and both head towards the mountains. Meanwhile, Maya immerses herself in her work again. With the meager earnings from washing clothes for the villagers, she runs her household. Managing life with her ailing husband, Maya's life seems like a continuous struggle. But the story doesn't end here, because among those tourists lies a surprising twist. As soon as they reach a secluded place, unknown aspects of their relationship emerge. From that moment, a nightmarish chapter begins in Maya's life. Meanwhile, Maya was returning home after washing clothes. On the way, her eyes suddenly fell on the two tourists. They seemed lost in their own world, hidden amidst nature. Seeing this scene ignited a fire within Maya. She stood there trying to control herself, but the thirst of her heart was no longer easily contained. After a while, Maya immersed herself back in her household work. It is here that we first learn her husband's name, Noah. A year ago, an accident had rendered his legs useless. Though he could no longer walk, Maya never neglected her daily care and attention toward him. At night, Noah speaks openly with Maya. He reveals that he once underwent an operation, but it yielded little benefit. The doctors had said that with regular therapy he could walk again, but where would poor Noah find the money? This thought constantly leaves him submerged in despair. Maya reassures him, "Don't worry, Noah. I'll arrange the money. Soon I'll make you well again." Saying this, Maya moves closer to him, trying to comfort and caress him. But unfortunately, after the accident, Noah no longer has the strength he once had. No matter how much Maya tries, there was no response. Yet, the fire within Maya still refuses to die down. The next morning, a new young man named Vinso arrives in the village. As usual, Maya is washing clothes by the riverside when Vinso comes and asks for directions to the Black Mountain path. Maya shows him the way, and during their conversation, she learns that Vinso has no companion. He has come to travel alone. Vinso then offers Maya a small piece of energy bar. She is delighted by the unfamiliar taste. Coincidentally, Maya's house happens to be on Vinso's way, so they start walking together. During their walk, Maya suddenly twists her ankle and falls to the ground. Vinso rushes to help her up, trying to adjust her foot. But at his touch, a blazing fire ignited within Maya's heart. In an instant, the air around them grows heavy, and Vinso does not let the opportunity slip. Amidst the solitude of the mountain forest, a storm of intense emotions begins. The next morning, Maya is counting the laundry. As soon as the man leaves, Vinso appears again. Surprised, Maya asks, "How did you find my house?" Vinso smiles and replies, "I asked the villagers and found my way here. To be honest, I've fallen in love with you." In truth, Vinso had genuinely fallen in love with Maya. But Maya tells him the truth. "I am married, and my husband Noah is at home, but he cannot walk. I always have to take care of him." Hearing this from Maya, Vinso is surprised. After a moment of silence, he says, "You know, I'm actually a physiotherapist. In the city, I provide therapy to patients. If you want, I can also help your husband." Though Maya hesitates at Vinso's proposal, she eventually brings him inside the house. There, she introduces Vinso to Noah. However, she hides the full truth from her husband. She says, "Vinso is here on a trip. The villagers sent him to us so he could help arrange your therapy." Noah is somewhat surprised, but says nothing. Vinso attentively checks Noah's condition, studies his medical reports, and asks how the accident happened. It is revealed that a year ago, Noah had fallen from a tall tree, and that injury left his legs paralyzed. After examining him, Vinso says, "Don't worry, I will start your therapy very soon, and I won't take any money for this." Noah feels a bit relieved. Meanwhile, a new emotion begins to awaken within Maya. Later, Maya and Vinso go out to explore the village. While walking, Vinso takes her to his tent, where he is temporarily staying. Once there, Vinso seizes the moment and begins to cultivate a plot of land on Maya's property. Maya feels a strange pull, and in that instant, all her inner restraints break. But unbeknownst to both of them, the village rogue Shimu is nearby. He secretly watches them and records the entire scene on video. This very video will later create a storm in Maya's life. The next day, Vinso begins Noah's therapy. Maya stands right beside him. Noah closes his eyes in pain, and taking advantage of the moment, Maya engages in secret mischief with Vinso, but Noah notices nothing. Later, Maya is alone washing clothes by the riverside, when Shimu suddenly appears. Wearing a malicious grin, he shows Maya a video on his phone. Maya's eyes widen in shock. It's the very video where she and Vinso were rolling in the mud. Maya trembles with rage, but Shimu shows no fear. Instead, he threatens her. "If you don't play along with me, I'll show this video to your husband." Maya tries to reason with him, pleading and begging, but Shimu refuses to listen. Seizing the opportunity, he exploits her vulnerability and forcibly overpowers her. Humiliated and traumatized, Maya cannot sleep the entire night. The next day, Vinso resumes Noah's therapy. Amazingly, Noah slowly begins to walk. Though he is pleased with his progress, a seed of doubt begins to grow in his mind. When Noah goes inside to rest, Maya and Vinso sit outside, lost in conversation. As they talk, their excitement builds so intensely that they can no longer restrain themselves. In the courtyard of the house, their intimate moments begin. That night, Noah cannot sleep. Something seems to be nagging at his mind. He wants to speak to Maya, but sees her asleep, so he remains silent. The following day, Noah continues his therapy. Gradually, he starts walking better. Though he smiles outwardly, inwardly he feels a strange discomfort. That night, Maya goes to Vinso again. During a pause in their conversation, Vinso suddenly asks, "When your husband is fully recovered, what will we do then?" Maya smiles slyly and replies, "His body is no longer what it used to be. So whenever you come to the village, we will enjoy ourselves like this." But Vinso's heart speaks differently. He does not just want to play. He has truly fallen in love with Maya. Firmly, he says, "No, Maya, I want to take you to the city. I want to marry you." But behind this relationship lies a terrifying truth. A truth that one day will explode and overturn Maya's entire life. While Maya and Vinso were talking outside, suddenly, the drunken Shimu appeared out of nowhere. Wearing a malicious grin, carrying a thick pistol, and speaking a storm of obscene words, he shouted, "I have your video on my phone!" At first, Vinso doesn't want to believe him, but Shimu plays the video from his phone. Seeing Maya's mischief with Vinso enrages Shimu even more. The pistol in his hand casts a terrifying shadow over Maya and Vinso. Shimu shoves Vinso aside and presses Maya, trying to force her. Waves of fear and despair sweep through Maya, while Vinso stands helplessly because Shimu's pistol is pointed at him. At that very moment, someone appears from behind like a shadow. It's Noah, Maya's husband. Despite his illness, he has come because he knew about Maya and Vinso's relationship. Noah lunges and stops Shimu. Drunk and startled, Shimu falls, losing control of the pistol. Noah looks at Maya, his eyes filled with both pain and love. He slowly says, "I knew everything from the start, but I remained silent for your happiness." Maya and Vinso blush with shame. They realize the magnitude of their mistakes. Hearing the truth from Noah, they stammer apologies and beg for forgiveness. The next morning, Vinso prepares to leave for home. Before going, he apologizes to Noah once again because he knows he engaged in an illicit relationship with Maya. Noah says nothing, and Maya remains silent. But as Vinso attempts to take his leave, Noah speaks in a calm voice. "I have learned to walk because of you, and for that I thank you. But from today onward, you will not come here again, nor try to meet Maya." Vinso freezes. Maya looks at him silently. And so the story ends, a tale of a complicated relationship, forbidden love and sacrifice, where true love, forgiveness, and justice emerge as the ultimate victors. Hearing Noah's words, Vinso cannot say anything. He accepts Noah's decision and leaves the village forever. After Vinso departs, Maya looks at Noah and thanks him. She realizes that she has the best husband in the world, one who forgave all her mistakes and silently endured even terrible wrongs for her happiness. We then see that as Noah begins to walk, the equipment he uses starts functioning perfectly as well. Gradually, both of them began living a life full of happiness. Noah is able to meet all of Maya's needs, and Maya finds true peace with her husband. Today's story teaches us that many men and women in society, knowingly or unknowingly, sometimes take wrong paths. Steps taken for short-term pleasure often have terrifying consequences. True happiness is hidden within her family, and peace comes from respecting and loving each other. Life is fleeting, so no one can win by deceiving others. So friends, if you like this video, show it with a like. Let us know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that new videos reach you first. And yes, we are leaving now, but we'll meet again with a new video. Until then, stay well, stay healthy. Allah Hafiz.